Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Friday, September 1st, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time. I know we're a day early. There's a couple reasons I wanted to do this on Friday instead of the normal Saturday. One, we got a holiday coming up here in the state, so I'm going to be limited availability over the weekend. And two, September is going to be such a big month. Actually, all of fall is going to be a big month for Wax, so I wanted to kick this off on the first day of September. So it's going to be a little bit different. I'm actually recording this on Thursday morning instead of Friday morning, so it is a day ahead. So be aware of that as we're going into this. And as far as the week goes, it's been a little bit of a slower week with the exception of there's a few big items prior to today. But it's kind of the calm before the good storm, we'll just say. Because as I mentioned last week, if you didn't see my recap from last week, go ahead and check that out. There's a lot going on in September and shortly after September that you should be aware of. So you're going to see Wax getting a lot more lively from a project perspective and a release perspective within the month of September. A lot of people are coming back from vacations, so it's a pretty going to be a pretty exciting month coming ahead here. We'll cover some of the items. If I don't cover everything, go ahead and check out that. Before we go ahead and jump in the projects themselves, I want to go ahead and say thank you. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my videos or supported me or just the community in general. I actually had a major accomplishment on my side this past week. 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed and you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. We do have some giveaways going right now at the time of this recording, which is Thursday morning. We do have an NFT draft giveaway going in the Discord. I'll go ahead once that finishes up, launch a new one. So by the time you're watching this, we'll probably have a new giveaway out there. I'm not going to announce it yet. But you'll see it. Go ahead and join the Discord. Go ahead, subscribe, like the video, and we'll be doing a bunch of giveaways over this week, not only to celebrate 2,000 subscribers, but also to celebrate September, because it's going to be a big month. So we got a lot of stuff coming up here in the near future. All right, as far as the activities from this past week, let's go ahead and kick it off with the biggest item that's out there. It's the Introverse, the NFT World Cup that's going on right now. It's the first time that the World Cup has included Wax Games, and Wax Games are representing really well as far as the competition goes. And I apologize, I meant to go ahead and do a video to focus around this, kind of walking you through some of the details. I just haven't had the chance yet. Hopefully I'll still get one out, but we'll see. So I wanted to go ahead and give them some attention. Again, Wax Games are representing. This is basically a competition between Wax Games and the communities of each of the games. And also there's some other blockchains that are represented in here too. That right now for round one at the time of this recording, for Group A, two of the Wax Games actually represented in the top four. We got Aphelium and also Taco. We're able to move on to the next round. We also had good representation from Nova Pangea and a number of others. NFT draft in here for Group A. Group B, we also had Outlaw Troopers, which you know I'm a big fan of, was able to make it to the next round. Avalon represented really well. And there's a few other ones here and there, but Wax did a really good job for the first time competing in this event and actually representing and doing a great job with the community. So congratulations to all the projects that were able to move on. Really congratulations to everyone, because it's nice that a big event like this was actually including Wax. So I think it's overall great for the Wax community. So I did want to highlight it as one of the first things I highlighted as far as this weekly recap goes. First on the list, we have Parsec, which is releasing their alpha version of it today. Which is kind of part of the reason why I want to do this Friday morning, September 1st, instead of Saturday. I wanted to get this out there released so you can watch it and are aware. This is a free-to-play game. I've done a number of videos highlighting both this and a couple other free-to-play games, but really highlighting this, that it's kicking off. I'm excited by this one. I like the team that's behind this one. I'm going to be doing videos. I'm actually going to do a series on this as I progress through each of the seasons. The seasons are about a month long. They'll have the alpha kicking off here on September 1st. Beta will kick off on October 1st. And then the actual live seasons will happen November 1st. Free to play. There are NFTs available that give you a boost. I won't dive into all that. Just wanted to make sure you're aware that this is releasing later today if you wanted to go ahead and test the free to play version out there. Next on the list, we have Farming Tales. I hinted that this was coming. They are doing a major overhaul to the game to make it more sustainable for the long run. Right now, they just have an overwhelming number of NFTs that have been produced as far as the animals go, and it's really deterred some people from joining the game itself. So they are going to go through a major overhaul. Not all the details have been announced. They did mention a meeting here on the September 14th, so we'll probably hear more information after that. But I wanted to make everyone aware that as of today, at some point today, they are expecting downtime from 30 to 60 days. They are not going anywhere. They are not rug pulling. They are revamping the game. They're putting a ton of development work in the game without doing another drop, which is unheard of in the Wax and any blockchain community. So they are going through the process where they're going to go ahead and revamp the game itself to try and make it better for the players in the community. So be aware that that's coming. As soon as we get more information around this, I'll go ahead and do videos. You know, I'm a big supporter of Farming Tales, so I want to make sure you're all aware it is not rug pulling. They are trying to make it better for the community, and I think it's a good move. It's a bit of a painful. No one likes a 30 to 60 day downtime, but it's going to be good in the long run. So keep an eye out for that. We'll have more information as it is revealed. Next on the list, we got FGL. They did their payout for anyone that owns the Metaverse land. That did drop here on the 25th this past week for the Outlaw Troopers. Then as far as Cosmic Clash goes, they went into the last week of this in-between season event that's going on. This one is sponsored by Music Mogul. And then they also wanted to mention in the bronze, that's the lower of the two tiers, they actually added additional NFT rewards, so additional placeholders. We'll get some rewards also if you go ahead and test out the game. Then next on the list, we also have Outlaw Troopers. They did announce usually they have about a week in between seasons. It sounds like this one could be 2 weeks, if not longer. They're doing it also a major overhaul to the game in between the seasons that will obviously benefit us. You can go ahead and check out the details, but wanted to make everybody aware that it is coming back. It's just a little bit longer. They're going through testing. They want to make sure that it is all working correctly, so there are no impacts as far as the game itself. Once it relaunches, at least the next season relaunches, we'll just say that. We're just in between seasons. So if you're bored with that, there's plenty of other stuff that's going on that you can go ahead and check out until the next season drops. Next on the list, I missed this one last week, and I apologize to the Pixagon folks. I missed this one. They actually dropped and released a new game that is free to play also. I'm going to go ahead and do a gameplay review on this. I have not tested it out yet as of the time of this recording, but I'm hoping to go ahead and do a video on it for at some point next week and go ahead and release that. It's free to play. If you're looking for a free to play option, go ahead and check it out. There are other games. If you're not familiar with the games, they're pixel art style games. Kind of give you the handheld, we'll say Switch vibe to it. So it's neat. You can use a controller with it. So go ahead and check that out if you're looking for a free to play game and you like the pixel art style. Next on the list, we have Realm. They went ahead and released their seasonal free NFT drop. If you went in there, you did one mission at all during the first week or so, you should have one of these in your wallet. It's just a little bit of a bonus, gives you a little bit of a production bonus, but they do stack. Every season does stack on top of each other. So if you played all 9 seasons, or if you go on the secondary market, they're cheap. You can go ahead and stack the bonus that goes along with these, which is nice. Then we got Starship Beyond. They did release a new version of the game, the alpha game. Please understand it is alpha. There's issues. So yada, yada, yada. I haven't had a chance to test it yet also. I may do another video on this. They did do a lot of changes. If you saw my video on this, the initial gameplay review for the alpha, I had some critiques. They did resolve actually quite a few of those, so it's neat that they actually listened to the feedback from the community for the PC version of this game. They've also added bosses, and there's a better loop as far as the level goes. So I'll go ahead and do another video on this and test it out, the newer version. Keep you up to date with what's going on, because it's one of the few actual interactive skill-based style games that's on Wax. So I want to go ahead and continue to highlight these style games. They're also re-releasing the Founders Badge. It's up to you whether you want to jump on that. But I want to go ahead and make sure you're at least aware of all the information possible. And I'll show you the game so you can go ahead and see if it's a right fit for you. All right, next we have a list. Avalon, the game, is coming back here shortly for their September alpha version 2. They're going to continue to do these alphas all the way up to when beta is released at the end of the year. They'll probably even continue the alpha. They'll probably have 2 versions going, similar to WoW does, the original plus the enhanced version, which beta will be the focus at that point. Instead of releasing monthly passes, they're actually going to release 7 and 30-day passes that you can start whenever, and it goes for a full 30 days. So it's up to you on how you use that. Or if you just want to do a quick sample sneak peek, they have 7-day options that you can go ahead and test it out. Also, the one thing I do want to note, initially I thought they were going to go ahead and relaunch this at some point in like the first week of September. They are actually looking more towards the middle of September to go ahead and do this. Still a lot of people on vacation from the team, still a lot of development work going on. I'll do a video trying to get some updates on what to expect once this re-releases. So I'll go ahead and do a video on that. If you're at all interested in the game, go ahead and join their Discord and keep an eye out for it. These passes will be released soon. Don't know the price of them. As of the time of this recording, they're not available yet. So we'll go ahead and see once they're released, and hopefully see you all in Avalon. Again, if you're not familiar or haven't heard me talk about it before, this is probably one of the top games on my radar as far as Wax goes and Polygon goes in general. It's probably one of the most complete games still in alpha. Enough with the sales pitch. We'll move on to the next one. All right, next on the list we have Forsaken went ahead and dropped an update as far as what's going on within the game. Not going to go through the details of it, but if you're playing Forsaken or you're interested in Forsaken, go ahead and check out their Discord for the details. Same with Forged Arena. They continuously are putting out weekly updates to keep everybody in the community in the loop, because they are doing a major update to Unreal 5.2 Plus. So which will be nice. It'll be a huge graphical improvement to the game itself and also functional. So go ahead and check out their Discord for the details on that. Zombie Coin also did a number of expansions. They did a full video on what to expect with this, but they've officially launched the camel breeding system. The different lands are available. Just be aware that you do need the map fragments to combine together to essentially get an access pass to these different areas. The drop rate is pretty low on that, so I haven't gotten any of them yet. I'm still trying because I want to do a video showing you some of the new regions, actually going to some of the new regions. But be aware that is available, especially if you're a Zombie Coin fan. Go ahead and check it out. Then I wanted to highlight this. I don't do a lot of blockchain brawler updates on here, but I thought this was interesting as far as their best tournament, the August best tournament that obviously was just finishing up. The rewards are pretty good. Like I have to give them credit as far as the value, the wax outputs that you get from going ahead and competing and placing in the top 10. Pretty good rewards for this. So especially if you are really into the game, you might as well go ahead and try in the tournament the next time they do one. So keep an eye out for that one. Colonize Mars did a stored 2.0 update. Just want to announce that so you're aware that's available. And NFT Battle Miner, this is one of those games, especially the Shadow Depths, that I've been getting really hooked on. They went ahead and released 1.5 of the Reborn. They're also going through and trying to do a full update on the wiki for the Shadow Depths, so they're asking for volunteers that may want to help. So if you're playing Shadow Depths and you want to contribute as the community, go ahead and check out their Discord. They're asking for some volunteers and you can help out with updating the wiki. Not paid, completely voluntary, but you can go ahead and check it out if you're in the game and want to help out. And then last but not least, Funko has a new drop coming out here on the 5th. It is Steven Universe. I'm not familiar with this, so if comments down below what this is, I'm just not familiar with it, so I can't really comment too much. The pack available is a lot less than normal, so I thought that was interesting. Total of 36,000 packs overall. Usually they're in the 80,000 plus range, so I'm assuming this is a smaller community, but it's interesting how limited this one's going to be. So I'm curious if it'll sell out. So I'll definitely be checking out that. They do have the redeemables listed. This is the Freddy Funko. Again, I'm not familiar with it. It's an interesting look to it. Let me know down in the comments, are you familiar with this series? Are you going to be going ahead and jumping into this? I'm glad to see that they are doing additional Funko drops. Hopefully that continues on the Wax blockchain because it is a big interest for a lot of people and a big draw to the Wax blockchain. That's all I had. Let me know down in the comments below. Did I miss anything? What are you excited for in September? I have a lot of stuff I'm excited for, and we'll be doing a lot of videos here coming up shortly. I hope you all have a great day, great weekend, great holiday in the States. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.